Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so we can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to tonight's video. Now, like I said in tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into when we're talking about this situation with Chrisean Rock. It seems as if fans are coming out and suggesting the worst. They are alleging, and this is a lot of people now, that are alleging that with her comments and her remarks that she has posted this morning about how people who keep coming after her child basically are, being disciplined by her God and disciplined in being unalived, or like Blueface in jail, locked away. And these are disgusting comments. I don't care what people have said about your child. You don't come out and say that, God is doing these things to other people in your favor because they're talking about your child and whatnot and the third. And a lot of people have been coming out recently, especially today, all day, and have been suggesting that Chrisean Rock has probably had something to do with the, unaliving of her ex, Ronnie. Now, she was disgusted with a lot of things that Ronnie had been doing and stuff, but to be honest with you, let's just keep a spade a spade. Ronnie was demanding and asking and been requesting for I don't know how long a DNA test. You were, intoxicated the entire time that you were pregnant, and people are suggesting that maybe the baby really was Ronnie's and she had to quiet him up because he wasn't going to go away until that test came out. And then people are also alleging that maybe Chrisean was trying to do all this stuff, with the drinking and, being intoxicated the whole time while she was pregnant. So that way something would happen to the child and she would be able to get rid of it because she wanted the baby to be, Blueface's, not Ronnie's. I'm not sure whose baby the case is, or whose fathering of the baby this is, but I know one thing: this is just a whirlwind of stuff. And to be honest with you, every time she gets upset, or every time she gets into it with a dude, or every time she's having a breakup with a dude, that's when we see her get into the most vicious fights with her family members. She starts going at them. Number one, I don't understand what is the point of her coming out and telling us about, things that have allegedly happened to Tasiki. And now Tasiki is, going after the law. She's using the law to help her take action against her making these alleged false accusations that have happened to her son. And let's just say this. Let's just say that these things did allegedly happen. Why are you coming out and talking about this? You didn't like it when people made accusations and talked about your kid, but you're going to come out and cause harm to your nephew by trying to hurt his mama? That's not okay. And then the child that you are taking care of, the child that you are raising, the child that is in your possession, the child that you are telling everybody that is Blueface's baby, which we all think that is really Rodney's baby, and have been thinking that since this child then came out and said it. This child here, he is only in the predicament, and people are only thinking, the way that they are, is because of what you did. Nobody else put this baby in harm's way but you. You put this baby in harm's way the most. You were carrying this child. You took this baby everywhere you went, to the clubs, to the partying. And yes, there are millions of women out there that still work and perform and sing and rap and act, even being pregnant. But you, my lady, they don't take it as far as with the drinking and the smoking and the excessiveness and even being around the smoking stuff. They don't do stuff like that. And this is exactly what you did. And then you got upset and you want to call out Blueface, but Blueface, maybe it was wrong for the child's hernia, but it's like at the end of the day, you wouldn't let him see his child, and what else was he to do to get your attention? And honestly, he did not have to do that. But it's like that actually made you take accountability and actually let people know a little bit of something about what's going on. And then we saw you at the hospitals after all of this. But it shouldn't even took all of this to transpire for us to see your butt at the hospitals with the baby and making sure that he was taken care of. You keep blaming everybody else, but really it's you, sweetheart. It is you. And now with you coming on and saying these things, and you got so many people thinking that you had something to do with Ronnie. And you know what? Honestly, I'm pretty sure that people who are close to Ronnie, they're going to be taking a look into this if they haven't already. And I'm pretty sure that they have been, because even after that boy's passing, you were saying some nasty, rude, off the wall stuff. And honestly, you should have just let it go and let it be. And honestly, I wish that you would have never been around him if it was so much of a problem like that. You should have just gave the boy the DNA testing. You had already admitted to Blue, and Blue has already told us that y'all both was out there cheating on both one another. So if y'all both was out there cheating on one another, then yes, there was a good chance that this boy, Rodney, could have been the baby's father. And you should have just gave him the test and just got it out the way. If he would have been the father, I guess you're Chrisean Rock now. If you want to keep throwing out there, I'm Chrisean Rock, then you would have continued to make waves and make money and continue to be successful without Blueface. But you wanted to be so attached to that, and now all of a sudden you're talking about him again, but you don't want to be attached to that. Because is it because he's moved on? It's because he's with another lady and somebody else is dealing with him while he is behind those prison walls? I don't know what exactly is going on with her, but I'll tell you this. Folks are talking, and I think that there's going to be some serious investigation going on with her, because now everybody's pointing the finger, and we all thinking that she has something to do with that boy's passing. Let's just keep a spade a spade. You talking about it a little too much. You didn't like, and I understand you didn't want somebody in your business, and if you were, cheating with him on Blueface, then I totally, we get where the animosity and stuff was coming from, but at the same time, girl, you didn't put your mouth, put yourself in a hole, put your foot in your mouth. That's what I'll say. You put your foot in your mouth. And now you got people thinking that you had something to do with that boy's M. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all of this, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next video respectfully.